Good morning, everyone. I have a green tea. Don't worry, I haven't broken all of my other mugs. It's just a green tea in this mug for a change. It is Wednesday and it's really nice and sunny outside. And I am feeling extremely chipper today because I went to bed, well, I was in bed from 7 and I woke up at 6 pretty naturally, I think. And I just had such a good night's sleep. I think that, well, I had a really bad headache yesterday. I thought I was kind of over them, but yesterday, I mean, it's still slightly there. It's weird. It's like, it's not a headache that's like here. It's like around the back of my head there that I get this, it's just like an ache, basically, like a headache. I'm wearing my dress that's like that toweling material because I've smothered myself in body oil and I don't want it to ruin my clothes. So I pop this on whilst it marinates into my skin. I went to bed and I just read all evening, and it's giving me the opportunity to probably power through a lot of the books that I want to get through. So I made a good dent on one of the books that I've been reading, and yeah, I was in bed straight after dinner. I just like took myself off to bed and stayed there, chatted with Ali, finished my book, and I had a bit of a word with myself, I think, like in my head, because I wanted to wake up today in a different way. I think that I have neglected a lot of the things that I do to ensure that I make myself feel better. Does that make sense? You'll know that I do lots of things, like lots of small things that I feel add up to big things, and I just completely let go of all of those things. So I had a bit of a word with myself last night, and I was like, tomorrow you're gonna wake up and you're gonna start doing those things that get you back to feeling your best. And that is what I have done this morning. So I started off by obviously going to bed early. That helps me, and getting up early, that helps me. So those are two small things that take a lot of self-discipline. It's taken me a lot of time to be able to get myself in bed early and get up early. I used to be the kind of girl that would sleep in until 4 p.m. when I was at university, and I hated it. And I look back on that time and I'm like, ugh. So that was one thing. I got up and I had a coffee. Now I'm not sure if coffee is at the moment contributing to my headaches, because I had it and I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure about that. So I'm gonna lay off the coffees as much. I think I might just like treat myself to like 1 coffee in the morning, and then maybe not have 5 throughout the day for now. I can't promise anything though. And then I got up and I went for a run. I only did 3K. So I did that and felt a lot better for having gone for a run. I can still feel the dull ache, but it's not so bad. And I'm just basically gonna focus on getting myself back to the healthiest I can be, because I've never been one to like suffer with headaches or like aches and pains in general. And I feel like I've just let go of myself, and enough is enough. I'm going to make myself my ginger and lemon tonic, which I know that so many of you swear by as well. I haven't even been making it for myself. And that's one of those things that I have in the morning that is just, it's a pick-me-up and it's good for me. And I'm going to make a point of doing that. I've actually done a bit of a kitchen order, so we can go through that. And in there I've got some glass bottles. You know those ones that have the sort of wire plug that you like flip over, like the Kilner jam jar thingies. I've ordered 2 of those so I can store my lemon and ginger tonic in those in the fridge, and they're safe. So they're in there. We're gonna unbox that. It's actually a really big order. I have been really treating myself actually, because I even treated myself to a new laptop. Obviously I've had new staff members starting. They needed laptops. So I thought, get them laptops, get myself a new one, because I am struggling with my iPad a little bit. I know that when I spoke to Apple, they were like, we're looking to make the iPad just as versatile for work and things like that, but it's not. I struggle with it when using my blog, and that's kind of the main reason why I wanted it. I can definitely write things in notes and then add them later on, but the WordPress like system doesn't work great on there. So I've got myself a laptop for using at home, and then when I need to go out and about, I will take my iPad and just like, that's for emails and little bits and bobs. So that's arrived. My Pro Cook order has arrived. It's all loads of like really practical things that we needed in our kitchen. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that. I just wanted to pick up my camera again. I took a few days off. I'm not vlogging as intensely as at the moment, mainly because I just don't feel like it half the time. So today is a day where I feel like vlogging. I'm back on it. And I'm doing a lot of the things that make me feel good and getting back to me, because honestly, I just don't know what has happened these last few weeks. I just don't understand how someone that takes such good care of themselves as I do, I really do put such an emphasis on this, how I've lost my way with it, and how easy it is for those learned behaviors that you do to ensure that you're always firing on all cylinders. It's so easy to lose those. And yeah, so I'm also listening to a new book. This one was suggested to me by my brother. I was listening to it on my run this morning, and I'm going to listen to it in the mornings. It's called The Power of Now. And my brother thinks it's an amazing book, and so I am giving it a go. I'm on chapter 2, Consciousness, The Way Out of Pain. I've got to say, his voice is a little bit annoying. I do find that quite a little bit annoying. And I love having books to read. So I'm reading like my fiction books in the evening, and then listening to like my positive mental attitude books in the morning. And that is a good, happy medium, I think. So anyway, I am gonna get myself dressed. I ordered myself a dress from Net-a-Porter. Sage, of course. I did also put that on my Instagram. So I think I might pop that on today, now that all of my oils have marinated in. I did actually only order one item from Net-a-Porter, which is very unlike me. It's from a brand called Frankie. And I've never purchased anything from this brand before. But it's got this beautiful cutout back detailing, and it's a beautiful, beautiful length, and it's my favorite blooming color at the moment. So I'm gonna try that on with you for my outfit of the day, and then we are going to crack on with all of the good stuff. Organization, self-indulgence, self-care, and getting back on it. One of the things I wanted to do this morning was to clean all of my earrings, because they've just got disgusting. I swapped out the Astor & Mew barbells and put their little tiny little mini creepers in. Can you see those? Can you see? Can you see? And they're so shiny and bright that they make my other earrings look disgusting. So I'm using this Diamond Dazzle stick, and I just basically paint this on to the existing jewelry to make it shiny, and I give it a little bit of a buff with a Q-tip like this. Just get all of the foundation and Saint-Tropez that I managed to get in my earrings, because I'm always spraying my ears, and it just brightens them up. Oh my gosh, these look amazing. Wow. Oh, I should so do this more often. Just makes them a little bit sparkly. I love the Astor & Mew barbells because they are so much shorter now. They were a little bit long before, but these ones have a cute little creep up the ear. Just a tiny little one. I'm gonna give my little flower at the top a little clean. Right, let's give this tiny little flower a clean. Give my big flowers a clean. Don't even know what this does, but it's working. That second flower just needs a little bit of a... There we go. Wow, look, it's glistening. And then my original Astor & Mew clickers, they're filthy. Absolutely filthy. Give them a new lease of life. And we'll give this one a little clean because it's been in there a few weeks now. Oh yeah. A little bit shinier. Oh, they're looking so nice. Right, now I am going to get dressed and not clean my ears. Well, I've popped it on. It is quite tight over the bust as usual, but it fits really nicely around the waist. I love the colour of it. I love the cut of it. Oh, didn't realise that was folded up. The back of it is just a nice little peep of skin as well, but you can still wear a bra with it, which is good. And I just love the colour of it. I just wish I'd steamed it before I put it on, because it is an over the head jobby in terms of a dress. And I think that maybe that's not great if you've just done your makeup, but still, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm not going to take it off and steam it. I'm going to leave it like this. Well, I've got to be honest, I haven't done much vlogging today, but I have had quite a busy day. We have just spent the best part of an hour to 2 hours over at our neighbours. We're just having a little mooch around her garden, checking out her vegetable patch and all of her different like garden rooms and stuff, just for inspo. She invited us over. I'm now responding to comments on a blog post that I just put live. I've actually done 2 blog posts today because I'm now getting back into uploading my outfits onto there, uploading content. We have to kind of let it take a back seat for a little while, but it should be back, and there should be more going on my blog, so I will link it in the description box if you want to go over there and shop any of my outfits. I'm going to be aiming to link all of my Instagram outfits within the feed of my blog so that it all looks nice and it's easy to navigate and stuff like that. So hopefully it's going to be really, really handy, and you won't have to ask on my pictures for links or anything like that because it'll all be on my blog. Handy. I still have lots of organising to do. The kitchen is a little bit of a mess. There's like boxes everywhere, and I still haven't set up my new laptop. I need to get into that as well. But first of all, I'm going to respond to comments because that's my favourite thing to do on my blog. So, we are finally getting into the homeware haul. Now, I know you might be thinking, Lydia, why are you buying kitchen stuff when you've been living here for 2 years? And in all honesty, there is a lot of stuff that is missing from our kitchen that we needed. And I still have some items that I brought with me from uni, and you can't, like measuring jugs and things like that, you can't see the measures on them anymore. And just a lot of practical things that I really needed for the kitchen. So basically, a couple of weeks ago, Carrie and I were cooking up a storm in the kitchen, and we were taking note of all of the things that I didn't have. Now, hopefully I've made a bit of a dent in that because I placed an order with ProCook. Now, I'm actually working with them on a campaign. This video is not part of the campaign, but I'm doing like an Instagram post on my grid that I don't have to unbox this stuff in my video. However, I love this stuff, and I wanted to show you where I got loads of this stuff from, because I think that there's probably quite a lot of people that want a lot of these things in their kitchen as well. So, without further ado, let's get into the first box. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a fair amount of packaging because kitchen stuff does tend to be glassware and things like that. We've ordered loads of new glasses as well, so wowzers, hopefully we can get into them. Oh, speaking of glassware, I wonder if I've got one to show you. So, there is one thing that I always get loads of questions about, and it is our double-walled glasses that we drink a lot of our sort of fancier coffees from. Now, the ones that I had are not from ProCook, but one thing that that has just randomly happened out of nowhere, I don't think I have one to show you. I think Alex probably disposed of it, but all of a sudden, all of them had the same problem, whereby there obviously was a hole in the bottom and they all got water, like really gross dishwasher water, in the first wall of glass. So we needed to replace them. They were all manky and disgusting and they couldn't be sorted out without smashing them. So I needed to replace them. I wanted to get us some double-walled glasses, so I picked us up a little mini set of those. Aha! These are the bottles that I told you about that I needed for my ginger tonic, so I'm going to make that with you tonight. So basically, I will funnel in my ginger tonic into here, my ginger and lemon tonic, and store it in the fridge so that it's cold. Especially at this time of year, I probably won't drink it hot. But these are also really good if you're going to make your own salad dressings or things like that. I've often made salad dressings and just put them in like a Lloyd Grossman, I love how I say it in his accent, thing. But now these are like proper things. So they're good to have a couple of these, and also really beautiful storage as well. I like things to be uniformed and aesthetically pleasing, as you know. So these work wonders in that respect. So these are a few more glasses. These are some double-walled like latte glasses I thought that these were a nice addition to the kitchen as well. These are some ramekins. Basically, whenever we have people over for, I know that you generally use these for like souffles and things like that, but when we have people over, we get lots of little like picky bits out, nuts, olives, seeds, whatever, and it's always good to have a selection of these, and I actually really liked the porcelain design of those. They looked quite expensive, so I liked those. Okay, we have another box to get into. And in here, what I wanted to get was some good like roasting dishes for the oven, and these are absolutely beautiful. I love the handles on them. I still wanted them to be beautiful because often I store a lot of our like bakeware and cookingware things in these little cubby holes. I wanted to get a selection. I think I got a set of these, all different sizes, which is going to be really handy for roasting vegetables, doing like veggie lasagnas and things like that. They were really handy, and they match as well, which pleases me greatly. Oh, I'm running out of space. Now these ones are more glass ones. Basically I wanted to have, as you guys know, cooking is a new venture for me, and it's something that I'm really proud to have got quite good at, and something that I'm enjoying. Carrie's teaching me lots of lovely recipes, and I'm learning my own recipes, and it's wonderful. So that's another reason why I didn't really have a lot of this stuff as well. I kind of had odds and ends and some sizes and not other sizes, so I thought it would be handy to just basically kit out my kitchen. So I also got these ones, which are kind of like just glass oven dishes, and I got a set of 3 of those. Again, all different sizes. I've literally got like all the most random size dishes at the moment because I've been doing a lot more cooking. I wanted to get a few different sizes so that they were easy to use, and easy to use. They're easy to use anyway. I needed a few more, and I needed some different sizes because when I'm roasting some aubergines or something like that, I need to then roast something else, and if I'm doing some whatever, some meat or something, I needed a few different ones. So that was really quite high on my list. Now we're getting into the big box. This was something I was so excited for, especially for when making like my morning smoothies. I'm going to come down there and show you. When I make my smoothies when I've been working out, these are glass reusable straws, so they'll look really cute in just your standard glasses anyway. And they're obviously reusable, so it comes with a little cleaning brush in there, and I thought that these were so beautiful. I'm very excited to use those. Oh, now this was very exciting. I have some of my like colanders and things like that, things that I strain veggies and stuff with in a drawer, and they're disgusting. Like there's like paint flaking off them and they're gross. When I saw these, I thought this was absolutely genius. So much so that I've replaced both of my colanders because they are both disgusting. So look how this stores. It pops out and it's sage green. It makes me so happy. Look how handy that is, and it's got a little base. It's got a little base on it. I just thought this was so smart and so easy to use and so easy to store that I got 2 of them. I loved them. So that's number 1, and then this is numero 2. So genius. I love things like that. Aha! Some more glasses. You know that I enjoy my glassware. So these are the other 6, sorry, of our little latte glasses. I think Ali is really going to love those. I'm going to have a bit of a rezhuzh up here and introduce a little glass cubby hole so that they're easier to get to as well. But really, really happy with these. It was all really handy stuff. So this is another one of my little mini roasting tins, so this is a different size. So they're kind of, they all sit, they sit in each other. So what's the word? They're like, I don't know what the word is. What is the word? I have no idea. But like those Russian dolls that like fit into each other, basically. No idea. Oh dear. Should really get some roasting on tonight. Have to run these through the dishwasher first though. Take that for free. So much glass everywhere that I'm a little bit scared that something's going to get broken. Ooh, some different sizes of the ramekins. So I think, yes, I got 4 of this size and 4 of the other size. Again, all for kind of like entertaining purposes and things like that. I just like, you know me, my style is very like traditional, classic, timeless, and that's kind of the general gist here. So this is a lot of gadgets, which I'm very excited about. So, first things first, this is supposed to be one of those things. I mainly got this for Ali so that you can keep your bottle of wine fresher for longer. So you take all the oxygen out of the wine bottle and then cork it so that it should stay better for longer. Carrie is obviously the wine pro, so I'll see what she thinks about that, but I wanted to get that because we have needed one of those for a while. One thing I've really treated myself to is a very good pizza cutter. I'm going to show you our old pizza cutter because it's actually the worst. This is our old pizza cutter. It was the wobbliest pizza cutter ever. We've tried to tighten it up, it just doesn't work. So whenever you go through the pizza, it goes off on one. So we needed a new one. That's going straight in the bin. This just looks like an absolute monster, but we enjoy our pizza nights. And one of the things that I want to plan is a bit of a like pizza making party. We did one recently at Carrie's mum's house where everyone basically like makes their own pizza. And it was just lovely. We really, really enjoyed it. So I think that's something that we're planning to do like with our friends here. This is a zester. I make a lot of zesty cakes in terms of like my blueberry and lime cake. And I made lemon drizzle cake the other day. And I needed a proper little zester. So that was one of the things that we added to the list. Then I got a lemon reamer. I got this one. This is a really beautiful wooden one, which I tend to prefer. However, they did have a plastic one. I'm gonna send whichever one is like, if this one's good, I'll keep this. And I'll send this one back because I prefer not to have the plastic one, to be honest. I prefer wooden things. But basically, this is the plastic one and this is the wooden one. But again, this is one of those things that I've got really bad wrist strength, and I actually find squeezing lemons really difficult, and I know that I sound like Mrs. Puniverse, but I needed something like this to help me with squeezing lemons, so that was something that I needed. Ooh, cheers. Oh, and this is my extra large roasting dish, which again, these ones sit into like so. Well done, Lydia. Well done. What is this? Aha! Another thing. First of all, we needed multiples of these. Well, I think we ended up getting 2. One big one and one small one. Ali uses one every morning when he makes his eggs. These are the Pro Cook measuring jugs. We have an old one, which I don't even know where it's from, but it's lost all of the text on it, so you can barely see what it is. So we got a big one. This is a 1 litre, and this should be the slightly smaller one. So again, just one of those really handy things that you need in your kitchen, and you often do when you're making any sort of like meal or cake or something like that. You do tend to need more than one. That's what I've found anyway. If you're like measuring milk and then measuring something else and blah blah blah. Did I get a mini one as well? I think they had 3. They did. They had a little mini one as well. So I got the full set of 3, which is going to be super, super convenient. Ali is going to go mad when he sees all this rubbish. And then finally, we are on to the fun part. Well, the fun part, it's all fun. I also saw that they did really lovely little bits of kitchen linen. So I picked up a new oven glove, which is their lovable kitchen linens. This is their double oven glove, which is kind of in a beigey taupey colour. I also picked up a set of their tea towels. There's 3 tea towels in there, 1 striped, 1 herringbone and 1 woven. And then of course, I picked up a new apron because I love aprons, and this was a really beautiful like oatmeal colour as well. Nice tie waist, nice and lightweight, and I've kind of resigned my White Company one to a garden one, and you can completely like adjust this one to your neck. It's little stripes and so I got a full set of those as well. So that is everything. I'll show you a little up close as well so you can see everything. But I'm going to clean up first because it's a mess. Shit. Oh my god, that was close. These are all of the bits that we ordered, all nicely laid out. Obviously I put on my new apron straight away because it can be added to the collection because for some reason I just love aprons. But I'm going to check in the fridge now, see what we can make for dinner. Then I'm going to make sure all of this stuff gets washed up and cleaned before it gets put away. I thought I was actually going to be organising the kitchen, but it turns out I'm making more of a mess. The butternut squash and carrots are roasting. I hand washed the roasting tray and hand washed one of the colanders. They are incredible. The colander is probably one of my favourite things because I think that's just absolutely brilliant. The design of it is just so innovative. This is the one that I didn't wash up. I also peeled the remaining carrots because this is like my favourite snack. Fresh carrots and hummus is literally what I go for in the fridge all the time, but if they're not peeled then I get really annoyed and I just can't be bothered, so that's in there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a look on Pinterest for compost sort of area designs, and no, I'm sure lots of people think that's very silly, but I'm a very visual person, as we all know, and I like things to look aesthetically pleasing. I don't want my garden and house to look a mess. So I'm going to have a look on Pinterest to see if there's any cool designs that make it just look beautiful but functional as well. So this is tonight's dinner. It is yesterday's pasta, yesterday's quinoa, and fresh veg mixed in with goat's cheese. I love the fact that this is just like me making use of basically whatever is in the fridge and nothing is going to waste. I don't know whose kids they are that are shouting, but it's not usually this loud around here. But yeah, hopefully Ali likes it. So the kitchen is now clean as a whistle. Oh, okay, maybe not. This is the leftovers from dinner and the last of the bits that need to go through the dishwasher. I've made my ginger and lemon tonic. It's standing on the hob, waiting to go in its new glass bottle. I've done the hand washing up. Now, I am gonna have a quick tidy up of my dressing room before I get into bed at hopefully about 9:30 and read my book. Oh yes! Oh, and I'm showing you how messy my dressing room is. But this is what happens, okay? This is just what happens. Good morning everyone. This is my outfit of the day. This is a jumpsuit from Karen Millen. You probably know that I've got like a few dresses of this style. I've got the black one and I've got the white one as well. This is the new jumpsuit style, but I am up. I've had a 5K run this morning. I've just had my smoothie. I've had my ginger and lemon tonic and I'm feeling good. I am about to sit down and do a bit of writing and also respond to comments and things like that. We've got a video going up today, but we also have, oh, a topless Ali. Hello.
Hello. Fresh out the shower.
Squeaky clean. This morning I realised something very, very exciting for me, not for you. But third time is a charm. If I can get you to focus. This little guy here is a rosemary sprout. I have tried to grow rosemary so much you would not believe. Like, it just hasn't worked. And I think I wasn't actually giving it enough water. So yesterday I just gave it a huge, no, I think it's 2 days ago, I gave it a huge drink of water. And then today I've come into the kitchen and been like, oh, there's my first rosemary sprout. Ooh. Ooh. I've got rocket sprouts as well, little sprouties. This was the thing that came with my veg truck that I planted. Look at those guys coming through. Come through, my little sprouties. Today, well, this morning anyway, I have the people from Neptune coming to retreat our table. Basically, we purchased the Balmoral table and it comes with the ISO guard on it. Remember I got it at Christmas time? Well, the thing is with this table is if I'd wanted loads of like oil marks and, you know, things like that, I would have probably just got myself an older table and like something more antique-y that it didn't matter if I got marks on it. But because this is new, it's kind of a bit, I didn't really want it to mark so easily. And so we've got loads of little marks all over the table. Then we've got this big one here, which is where we actually tried to clean it. But you literally drop anything on this table and it marks. So it's quite annoying. So today they're coming back to treat the table and see if it happens again. If it does, I think I may just get a different table. Maybe get something a bit older so that it doesn't mark, well, it doesn't matter if I mark it. And then I have a lady that is working on the house, doing a few designs around the house, especially for like the games room. I want to get the designs drawn up for that room because we obviously in an ideal world would have the games room done for Christmas and New Year's, because obviously we usually have New Year's here, but I doubt I'll vlog that because it's all just stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes and she's not like, it's not like a collaboration or anything like that. It's just something that I'm going to be working on as and when. So yeah. So the guys from Neptune have just left. And you may not be able to see quite as clearly as I can, but this table looks so much better. It's unbelievable. So he's used a different ISO guard. The one that I've got before is this like blue one, and maybe you can see a little bit better there. It's a bit difficult in the sunlight, but there's a lot more warmth to the top now, whereas it arrived and it was very like bluey grey and it really wasn't what I was looking for. But I really like this. I'm going to see how it settles and see how everything sort of looks, because we can't use it for 24 hours. But we're going to let it settle, see how it dries. But I think I'm going to contact them because if I'm perfectly honest, when I ordered this table, it looked like a really beautiful, like not warm, but the right amount of warmth to it on the website. But when it arrived, it was this like bluey grey colour and I've just never really been happy with it. But because we desperately needed the table for Christmas dinner, because we were hosting Christmas here and hopefully we'll host it again this year maybe. Yeah, so I'm gonna give them an email because the guy has done an absolutely brilliant job. It looks wonderful. But I'd like the rest of the table to be the same colour because it's not, the legs are different and the framework is different. Lumi's not very happy. I think she wants to go out, so we might have to let her out. But my next meeting is about to arrive. She'll be here about 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna get myself all sorted, get the house tidy and get on with my day. You know when you're just sat somewhere and you realise, what must I look like because this is how I'm sat on the sofa. I've also got a laptop here, I've got my phone, I've got another camera, and I've got a Vogue, and I also have a Galaxy hamper from their collaboration with Vogue. But I'm just sat here, I was replying to comments and I'm just like, such a sloth. Oh, it's a good job I'm the only person in the house. Ali's gone to have his hair cut. The girls have left for the day and I am just here. Oh, I think it's raining as well. Look at this. This is my view. We've opened up the curtains and this is the view from the living room. Oh, and my foot. Hello! What a lovely view, isn't it? Also, I think when this video goes live on Monday, there will be a review of these sofas on my blog. So I'll link it in the description box down below. Yeah, go and have a read of that because I have been asked so much about these sofas. These sofas are probably one of the key items in my house that people are so interested in. So I thought I'd do a blog post so that you guys can refer back to it and I can give you sort of like a full review of them. So that'll be linked down below. We did some organising today. We organised my dish cupboard after my delivery from ProCook, and everything is now neat and tidy. I'll show you in there as well. And tomorrow, Carrie and I were trying to book into a spa for the weekend, but we couldn't get in. No doubt it's obviously going to be like jam-packed for a while. And then after COVID, obviously, it's going to be limited people, so we can't get in. So what we're doing, and this will be in my next vlog. In fact, am I going to tell you what we're doing? I'm not going to tell you. You have to watch the next vlog. Oh. Anyway, I finished up with the lady that's helping me with some bits around the house. And it's given me so much confidence in what I've done, especially in this room. Like, she loves a lot of what I've done in this room, and I just, yeah, I'm just very lovely. And you will be pleased to know that we are having a rejudge of Ali's office, in terms of Ali is essentially getting his own office, which is fantastic. Not his own office, but basically because the windows upstairs are obviously Velux's, there's no views, we're gonna turn his current office into his dressing room and like filming room for his work, and the office down here is going to be like for both of us, because I'm not gonna lie, and she's gonna kill me, but I can't work downstairs with Carrie because Carrie knows that when she's got me, she can get all of her questions answered. And so she's going to be editing this thinking, you bitch. But it's true. Carrie, when I come downstairs and I'm on the computer, you use it as an opportunity to ask me questions. And so basically, even though I rarely ever sit at a computer, I'm usually just like this, either with my iPad or my laptop. But just to have an office for like Ali and I to use. Ali will obviously use it more, but I think that that's a good happy medium. And also Ali talked about turning that room into something for the baby one day. I mean, lol. But the baby stays in your room for like 6 months to a year anyway, and after that they can just have their room at the back of the house. I'm joking, please don't come for me, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it anyway. But exciting times. So next up I'm going to be looking at floor samples for the kitchen. I'm very excited about that. I hate my kitchen floor with a passion, and we obviously need to establish what I'm going to do about my kitchen table now, because it is obviously another entity altogether. Oh, legs, oh my goodness. So we can't use the dining table for now. Oh, head rush, I stood up too quickly. Can't use the dining table at the moment. As it's drying more and more, it's going like a really lovely warm colour, and like I said, I do really like it, but it's definitely not the table we ordered. This was what we've been doing today. We had a good old organise. We obviously got some baskets in here. It irritates me slightly that these baskets are not the same. I prefer the single weave, not the double weave, but that's by the by when they're in a cupboard. But I've organised all of my pro-cooked dishes, my glass dishes, serving things, and like picky bit dishes. They're all organised, and then all of my odds and ends are in there, and all of my Tupperware is in there, and it just looks very snazzy Myself and Dee worked very hard on this, and I would say that Dee worked harder than I did. I was going to open this box with you because I'm always opening boxes, but I can't actually lift it, so I've got to do it here. Sorry guys, I don't know what's in it, but we're gonna find out one way or another. Oh my gosh, this is so heavy. I'm gonna give myself a hernia with this. Too old. Hello. Oh wow. So, this is from a brand called Green and Grey. And they basically deliver all of you. Oh, Lummy! Where are you? Lummy? Where are you? Where are you? Hello? You've been sweeping. Why are you all wet? So, they have sent all of your like household essentials in bulk. I know that you can't really see me because it's not focusing on me. This camera is driving me mental. Oh dear. Hello. Might want to focus on me. Hello. There we go. Is that better? Oh, of course. Now the house is beeping. Fabulous. Fabulous. Yes. So all of like your household needs for cleaning and things like that, so you can get Zaflora, which this is the springtime, exciting times. Refuse stacks, these are the eco refuse stacks, so we use them in like our compost and stuff like that. Oh wow, there's lots of stuff in here. Is this a pooper scoop? This definitely looks like a pooper scoop. I mean, it says for organised living, but it definitely looks like a pooper scoop to me. Lots of flash. We have to use flash on our sink because it's the only thing that gets stains out. So we use it rarely, but yeah. And yeah, lots of other bits. Oh, some tea as well. So tea in bulk, some clips. What are these? Little storage Ujimi flips. Because we like organising things. What's this one? Astonish kitchen cleaner. Lots of Mrs. Pinch vibe stuff. What is that? Clothesline, shower gel. Oh, biodegradable wipes as well. That's handy. Oh, wowzers. Thanks so much, guys. I'll link them in the description box down below because there's a lot of stuff here. My house is going to be, in fact, my cleaner is going to be over the moon with this stuff. Over the moon. I tell you one thing that I am very excited about, not having this bed anymore. Because when you're vloggers and you film things, anything that is a mirrored surface is obviously something that can expose you. And with Mr. Millen Gordon with his bum out, he just panicked when I got my camera out. Didn't you? Yeah. You had a little panic.
Nobody needs to see my chocolate starfish. Is it Limp Bizkit? Chocolate starfish.
I don't know, is it Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, it's one of their tracks.
Oh,
it's obviously
right.
not about their bums, but could be.
All I wanted to do was show you this little cutie patootie. She's snuggled at the end of the bed. I honestly don't know where we've got to in life in this vlog, but I am all skincared up to the max. I've got a lovely Esper oil all over my skin, so I probably look very shiny and very pink. I've got a lovely set of Intimissimi silk pyjamas on, and I've got my book. I meant to start this book weeks ago, but I didn't, so now I'm a couple of chapters in. I'm going to try and get a couple of chapters done before bed. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next vlog. And I know I said I wasn't going to tell you what we're going to be doing, but I just had a potential confirmation that Mr. Millen Gordon might come too. So it's very exciting. Potential. Anyway, I am going to leave my vlog here. I'm going to snuggle down, and I will see you guys in my next vlog, I think, I hope, as long as you don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. I'd like it if you stayed. And if you haven't decided to stay, make sure that you do by clicking the subscribe button. Yeah? Good. Bye.